So this is your feedback for jawsplitter for evaluation question number 1. Okay. Okay, so firstly, I don't have the title of the evaluation question here, which is crucial because, like an exam question, you should really be demonstrating that you're responding to the requirements of the question. The requirements of the question is not what our conventions is. How have you used, challenged, or developed? And without answering those questions and showing me how you've used, or challenged, or developed, you really can't get into the A to C range. So firstly, I like this. You've got a form of introduction. Here you would need to develop this a little bit because it is quite basic. So I think some of the key things you need to add in here are some of the theories we talked about in terms of genre. So genre means type. Genre is used by producers to help you meet the audience's expectations of what is going on in the film, and if you satisfy those expectations, then obviously they are rewarded in terms of their pleasures. And the final thing is, particularly in terms of use or challenge, is mentioning about Neil's idea that genre is a matter of repetition and difference. You're repeating certain conventions, but you also need to change some and update them in order to keep the genre fresh, otherwise it becomes tired and stale. Okay, here we've got trailer conventions, so this good, you've got sound on it, excellent. Titles are only shown at the end, good, this is very nice, it's a side by side. It would be very useful for me to see who contributed to the post, because obviously I have to differentiate your marks, so whoever did this piece of work, that would be good. This looks very nice, yep. Okay, so if this is something you have made, then that's really good. However, if not, you would need to, of course, reference it, because otherwise it does look like this is your work. So just being aware of that, and here is your feedback about that one. So this is just your trailer. Okay, good. Just looking through them, we'll just leave that playing in the background. We talked about what title slates are, and you've got real MT, very good. Yep, okay, that's good. But what you don't have here is whether you've used or challenged or developed and why that is. So again, this doesn't answer the question. There's quite minimal writing here as well in terms of your annotation, so you would need to add to that and have a bit more detail in this. I mean, certainly this is not your only title slate, so really we should probably see more of them, shouldn't we? And also, what about the order in which they appear in? That's something else that needs to be expanded on. So again, if this is part of your work, then that's very good. But if it's not, this is actually quite a minimal contribution to this section. Okay, so now we've talked about this. Yep. So you could mention about the consistency of font. You talked about following the convention, so put that in bold to see that that's your answer. Okay, editing, yeah, that's a picture of editing, alright. Okay, again, what we want to see here is not that editing is important, we know that editing is important, what we want to look at is how you've edited it, so things like transitions, things like the structure of your edit, things like cuts to black, things like colour grading. So this doesn't really actually sort of say anything, really. Okay, you need to talk about why it's specific to a horror film particularly. Yeah, you've mentioned about scaring them, but not how that is achieved. Okay, fast-paced montage. So this is just a picture. Now, by definition, I can't see a montage if it's a picture, because a montage is a series of clips edited together. So this isn't really an appropriate way of showing me the clip, it's just a still. Here I would expect to see a mini-edited version of your section of the film, and a mini-edited version of that section of the film. Overall at the moment, I'd say we're on a sort of E grade, to be honest with you. If this is your work, then we may be able to move it on to a sort of E plus, D minus, but if it isn't, it's quite thin. And really, we've just got images. We don't, a couple of YouTube videos, but that's it. There's not really a great deal of now we've got some GIFs in here, but you've not made them by the looks of it. So where's the cut to black in your film? That's what I'd be looking for. Is where's the GIF of where your film cuts to black? You know, we've been giving you GIF makers to use this to do that actual thing. This is good. This is moving it up a little bit now. We've got some definition going on. Excellent. We've got 3-act structure. Okay, I don't have the 3-act structure, so you've just given me the entire teaser trailer. Why don't you show me the equilibrium bit, the disruption bit? Yeah. Again, same thing with that. That's really important. And the comparison. I mean, you just said there that they've got the resolution there, but you've not talked about. So you haven't followed convention, so you decided to ignore it there, have you? Or, you know, where's the comparison with that bit? Because that's a missed opportunity there to talk about what's going on. Yeah. So I think with this bit, there are some sections that you've written about, which is good, but again, the presentation of it is quite lazy, to be honest with you. You know, it's editing your footage to show me that specific bit. Okay, so again, the way you've presented this, you know, you've given me the white bars at the top and bottom. It's not been cropped. You know, there's a white edge here. That's not going to work. You know, that's very poor, very rushed. So again, I can't give you more than basic for this, because that is basic. You know, being able to crop a picture in Photoshop or even just on the Mac. So you've got a female protagonist and then a man. So not clear here. And also, they're not the only characters in there, surely. You've also got the possessed girl, and you've got Mike Myers, who's pretty much the main character you want to go and see in the film, and is the antagonist, so this is kind of unfinished. Yeah, again, you know, you've got all that stuff you did on characters beforehand in your research and planning. You know, you could incorporate some of those mind maps into this, really. Okay, so we've got a mind map here. Okay, this is much better, this section. This actually shows me how you've used stuff side by side. Have a look at the billing block. This is good, this adds a bit more now because we've got some stuff going on in terms of digital presentation, although I can't open it at the moment. Okay, I'll have to check that later. You talked about house style, how it fits in. This is all good, this is much better. Okay, magazine convention. So here I should have, like this student did, a close-up of the side-by-side. So again, this demonstrates it's incomplete. Quite lazy to do this, to be honest. It's all it is taking a photo of that bit and then that bit and sticking it there. So again, you know, that's... Oh, you have done that there, look. Sorry, I do apologise. So that's good. That's good. Okay, that's much, much better. Excellent. Okay, so it gets better when we talk about the magazine and the poster, certainly. I think it's the top section that kind of needs a lot more work. Also, no one's written anything about sound at the minute, so maybe that needs some work as well. Overall, because of the magazine section, that's very different. I'd say that's more of a C grade, looking more towards a higher grade. Make sure you change the colour of the writing though, because it's very difficult to read. And again, that affects your presentation. What you need to talk about here is highlight these bits in bold where it says about you've used them. At the end of this, I'd need some sort of conclusion where you talk about overall, have you mainly used conventions or have you challenged conventions, and why that decision was made, and how that maybe affects the success of the work. That would move you into the kind of A and the B sections here. So overall, I think we're probably looking at a kind of it's a evaluation of two halves really. The top half is considerably needs more doing to it. The bottom half is much stronger. I think we're kind of probably looking at the balancing out to something like a D+, bordering on a kind of C-. Okay, so if you want to make those improvements, thank you very much.